5 mistakes to avoid when setting up your online dating profile. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugit, and that stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Guys, today I want to talk to you about your online dating profile, whether you have one now or you're just setting one up, and 5 big mistakes that I see people make which could be severely limiting the type of person that's either responding. Maybe they're not the kind of person that you necessarily want to date, and you're trying to figure out why that is. Now, I had somebody ask me about why they were getting really bad leads on their dating profile, and they were a young, good-looking person, and they just couldn't figure out why they weren't getting people of similar attraction level, at least visually, and or the quality of the leads were just not very good. And so this person just wanted to give up and throw in the towel and said, I don't see how this is going to work. And so these are just some recent things that are fresh that I've noticed, and even when I was dating, what I noticed that can improve the quality of the type of person that you're attracting. So let's get into it, you guys. Number 1, putting TMI, putting too much information. You sit there and in your bio, you're just writing a book. You're telling the person everything about you, and it goes on and on and on. And, that's a big mistake. You should leave a little bit of mystery. Leave something to talk about on the first date. If you stated everything in your profile and then you're on the date, they know all of that stuff about you. You want to leave a little bit of mystery. You do want to come off as warm, friendly, fun-loving, somebody that will attract somebody else, right? You want to basically put enough teaser information that the person that's reading it is going to want to know more about you. And they say that, a lot of people don't read those things. And the stereotype is that men don't read them, but women do, and men just look at the visual, the pictures. I can tell you that when I met the love of my life, I actually read her profile and her bio, and it attracted me with her sense of humor. So not only was she attractive, but I could tell and got a little bit of a hint of her sense of humor in her short profile. So you just don't know. All right, guys, number 2, not smiling in any of your pictures. Okay, now if you come off too serious, or if you look angry, or if you look stressed or stiff, the other person on the other side isn't going to want to reach out to you, right? They might just swipe left on you. And you think about it, whenever you're out in public and you might see someone who's attractive, but they don't look approachable, you're less likely to approach. But if somebody is warm, smiling, looks like they let their guard down, then, they're more easy to approach because they look friendly, right? And I think that's one of the reasons why when people are out and either at a party or in a bar and they're drinking, they usually have, the goofy, dumb smile on their face, and it makes them very approachable. And I think that's another reason why people go to the bar. That social lubricant lets the guard down. And I'm not saying you should drink before your pictures, but definitely consider trying to let the guard down, relax the face, take some shots or choose some pictures of when you're having fun with your friends. Look like you're having fun, right? Hopefully you were having fun, and put those pictures in. It doesn't have to be all party pictures and whatnot. You can have a serious shot or two, but don't forget to include those ones where you're having fun and smiling, okay? It could go a long way. Number 3, posting about your deal breakers. Saying, I don't like dogs, cats, I don't like smokers, I don't like drinkers. Getting into things that, are a little bit, things that you'll find out on the date. Now, granted, if you really have a hard stance against smoking and drinking, by all means, put that down. But ranting on about how if the person it isn't serious about going out with you, if they are, if there's someone that's just going to want to Netflix and chill, you can forget it. Things like that, where you come off as very standoffish and it looks like you've been burned before, and now you're like reluctantly going back on the site and I dare you to swipe right and even give me a chance because I'm going to slaughter you. That's how it comes off. So you want to try to avoid that because it'll put them on the defense, right? They'll see that and they'll go, this person's gonna be a headache. So minimize that. Put your absolute deal breakers, if one or two, if you've got them, and if not, just wait until you meet them and, you know, kind of see where they're at. And, you know, all these things can come organically on the first date, second date, maybe on the phone beforehand, and what have you. The fourth one is bragging about yourself, okay? Now, let's say you're a model, okay, as a career. You don't want to say professional model, you know, traveled the world and, you know, all of this stuff like that, because you'll come off like you're leading with that. And it can come off as insecure, like, hey, I don't have enough value in who I am, so I need to like really do a lot of self-promotion. You know, if you are a model and, you know, you've got modeling shots, you can put those in there, but you don't necessarily have to say that you're a model. Wait for them to ask, say, hey, do you do modeling? Or, you know, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that. Things like that are, you know, it'll make you come off as humble if you don't brag about it. Let them ask about it. Oh yeah, I do some modeling. You know, great. Or, you know, if you're a professional athlete, you can post a picture of you in action. That's fine. You know, things like that. But you don't want to get overly promotional about yourself in that. You want the person to see you for you, not for what you can potentially offer them or for the status that they're going to gain by being your next partner. Okay, so think about that stuff. Don't sit there and like sit on the end of a Bentley and have a bunch of, you know, dollar bills or hundreds or whatever in your hand, or showing off your Rolex or any of that garbage, because you're going to attract women or a man, depending on which side of the fence you're on, but you're going to attract somebody who may be a gold digger. So now you're going to be questioning, if you're leading with all of that in your pictures and your profile, then you have nothing to say. You can only blame yourself if you're now attracting these people that are only with you for those reasons. And the fifth one, you guys, is not asking to meet, not setting the date. I can't tell you how many women have told me that they end up having pen pals on the internet. And I mean, these are very good looking women, and they're sitting there matching up with good looking men, and they just carry on conversations for months. And the woman's waiting for the guy to pull the trigger and finally ask, hey, can I have your number, you know, etc. They don't want to, they're not on there to have pen pals. They're on there to meet somebody and move forward, like to actually have potentially a relationship with you for whatever the terms and conditions or, you know, etc. that they want. So, you know, get to the point. This is for the guys, you know, be assertive and ask them out. Don't kind of dance around it, or, you know, make a date and then break it and all these other things, because, you know, the longer you take to actually seal the deal and get the date, the better chance that she's going to go on a date with somebody else who's a little faster, a little more assertive. I've seen this happen time and time again, where a woman is really attracted to a guy and he never asks her to go out, and she maybe drops enough hints for it. And it could work in reverse, where, you know, for you females out there, if you're interested in a guy and he's, you know, hasn't quite asked you yet, it's okay to ask him out. That's okay. A lot of men actually don't mind when a woman is assertive and goes after what she wants. But I would say that it's probably better when you have a guy who's actually going to reach out to you, want your number, or want to, you know, meet you. And you shouldn't have a guy, or shouldn't give in to any guy that's going to pressure you to do something that you don't want to do, as far as when to meet on the first date and, you know, where to meet, all the conditions. You know, you set the tone, ladies, you know, for how this is going to go down. And if he's not okay with it, then you realize that maybe you have a guy with control issues or a little bit of an ego, and you don't want to get involved with that anyways. You want a partner, somebody who can be your friend, somebody there's a mutual attraction and mutual respect. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. I love making videos and answering questions based on your experiences, the things you need help with, and it's all in fun and hopefully informative and educational, and will help to make a better dating life for you. I hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourself. Like, share, subscribe. Take care.